Good morning. I'm going to give it a second to make sure that I am on. I may have to refresh. But I'd like to welcome you. I've been kind of gone for a little bit. Let's see if I can find where I'm at. Oh, here we go. Good. I am live. All right. So if joining me, please let me know. Let's see. There. So I hopefully can see your comments. So I'm so glad to be back. I've been kind of missing, I don't know, for what, a month? I don't even know how long, but I had started a little part-time job and it just kept me much busier than what I was expecting. So anyways, I am off today and I'm very glad to be off. So we'll go from there. I'm not sure what I'm going to do, if I'm going to keep it or not. But anyways, so I've been able to kind of play around the last couple of days I had off and stuff, and I have a lot going on. Coming up in March, I have a Easter class that is to go or in person up here in Atlanta, but I will be using the Excellent Eggs bundle. And I'm going to be sending out information about that within the next couple days. But you'll be making each of these cards. So something a little bit different. I did use a different, well, not the Hello Spring, but like this is just from the Cheerful Daisies. I wanted something a little bit different than just Easter. So I will be sending information out about that. I have a retreat coming up April 20th. Up here in Atlanta, and then May 4th back in the Bad Axe area. And I have like an early bird special, so if you sign up by February 29th, you got till March 22nd to actually sign up. But we will be doing these cards, and I may rearrange a couple of these cards. I was kind of playing around, and I don't want to say I was in a hurry, but I was trying to get it done. So when I get a little extra time, I may redesign a couple of these. But this is the main retreat that we're going to be working with. And for $60, you will get to do 2 each of these cards. You get pillow gifts. You get your own table to work at. Lunch and dinners included. It's just a lot of fun. And then I have 3 add-on classes, and I will be using this, Painted Lavender. I'm going to be also, I had made some cards. I got some classes with that, or a class, I should say. But, and that same thing, that's an add-on class. And then I got the Trusty Tools. And a couple of these I had redesigned, but I had a couple that I had just grabbed from my Facebook Live. But I'm probably going to be redesigning a couple of them. The one with the paintbrushes I absolutely love. I don't know if I can give that one up, but I had created this other one. So there's just, a couple that I wanted to kind of redesign, so I just didn't have time. And then the third one is the bingo, the Stamping Up bingo, and that's always a lot of fun. But I will share the link, or it's in the pin part, so if you want to sign up, you can. Or if you got any questions, please contact me, okay? Don't forget, Celebration is going to end the 29th, so if you want anything, and there is extra free items. I had printed off a thing, but I don't have it in front of me. So anyways, I'd like to welcome you, and I appreciate you guys being here. So what I'm working with today, and if you got questions about any of the classes, please just contact me. Otherwise, I'm just going to go on and do my video here. But I am using the Painted Lavender bundle, the Perennial Postage bundle, and I'm not going to show you the dies. It's pretty much explanatory in here. I'm using the paper, which is absolutely gorgeous, the gems and the butterflies, and a few other things, okay? So we will get started. But this is the first card. It says, "Here for you always," and it's got big hugs. I love this. Just love the paper. I love purple anyways. And then it says, "You are simply marvelous. Happy Mother's Day. If you need a Mother's Day card, or you could just, you know, you could, like, this has wonderful things. You know, here for you always. I know you'll get through this. You're simply marvelous. Thank you for your friendship. Just great, you know, sentiment. So, okay, I'm going to put that aside. So, and then the other thing is a little box. And this took me, thought I had it right the first time, but it wasn't big enough. So, it says sending love and the best wishes. But we actually have these little butterflies, and they were kind of puffier than I thought. And I was hoping when I had bought these, I didn't read the package very well. But they're just the little Debbie's, the spring butterflies. But I thought they were packaged in, like, individually, but it says twin wrap, so I didn't read that very well. But anyway, so I created a box for that, okay? And you could use it for different things, like a couple candy bars, whatever. Yeah, I know you already signed up, you and your sister-in-law, right? I think it is, or sister, I can't remember. I think it's your sister-in-law, but either way, I'm glad you guys are coming. That's going to be so awesome. Thanks. But, so I created this box, and, like, I think a couple Hershey bars would fit in there, or you could put some jewelry, whatever. So, really a cute box, though. Okay, so let's just get started. So, I have this, and what I did, I tried to find out of the paper, let's see if I can find a sheet. Like I said, this paper is absolutely gorgeous. That's not the right paper. But you could use, let me see, there's one right here, I think. Maybe not, that's not the right one either. I just want to give you an idea of what this paper looks like and what I did. Right here. Okay, this piece here, what I did is I took the second to the largest postage stamp one, and I kind of laid it like where I wanted to get the, like, I wanted the butterflies and stuff in here. So what I did is I just kind of, your in-law, okay, good, I'll remember that now. But I kind of laid this on the paper and then kind of cut around it so I could get what part of this I wanted. And then I just made sure I kind of sliced it even, and then I used the strip for the side right here, the back piece. So it worked out great. But you know, you could just cut a square if you don't want to do the postage stamp. But what I have here is, instead of doing it this way, I'm going to do it the other way. So let's see. We'll do it the portrait instead of the landscape. So I had cut out, I got a piece of the Highland Heather that is 5 1/8 by 3 7/8. And then I got a piece of the Gorgeous Grape that is 3 1/4 by 5 inches. And then this little piece fit on here just kind of perfect. It's a little bit, you know, smaller, of course. And then I had cut, this piece was 1 inch by, I think 4 7/8, I think, because I had it just a little bit shorter. So this piece, since I'm going the other way, is 2 inches by 3 5/8, I believe. And it just kind of fills it in a little bit. So I got my twine around the whole card, and I'm going to kind of probably do that a little bit different. I'll probably do it up. But I wasn't sure if I wanted to stamp, like, I wanted the same color, because I stamped it on crumb cake and I didn't like it. But here I almost could actually stamp it right there. But I think because I want to put my butterfly on here, I'm going to probably just glue this down. So I took and stamped it in the Gorgeous Grape, and I fussy cut it. Okay, so I think I'm going to just go ahead and layer like that. And then on here, I did add a stem of the Gorgeous Grape. So I'll probably do that just to kind of like soften it. So we'll see. We'll kind of play around and see what happens. Okay, so let's get gluing our layers together. The only part about when you're stamping on your designer paper, and if you don't get it straight, then you're kind of stuck. You gotta redo it anyway. So I didn't want to waste any of it. So that's why I just went ahead and stamped it on a little scrap piece and fussy cut it. And I don't even got this straight. I'm probably out of whack. Okay. So let's go ahead and put this on. Normally I like to put all my layers on, but we'll go ahead and put this. Now I'm going to put this way. For some reason I don't got my purples very good on here, but I think it'll be fine. See how uneven I am right there? And I even tried stamping it there just for a sample, the sentiment. So I'm just going to go ahead and use it. Hi, Donna. Okay. But I think it's going to be absolutely gorgeous today, and I'm so looking forward to that. All right, I think I'm going to add that there, but I'm going to snip some of this off. We'll just go like that, I think. And this is one of the dies, and it cuts 2 of these out at a time, which is really nice. And we will just add it right there. Okay, and then I'm not even going to pop this up. I'm just going to glue it down. I got to get a little glue on my stem. Okay. But Easter is early this year, and it's kind of almost throwing us for a loop. But where do I want to put that? I'm going to put the butterfly up there. So I think I'm just going to add that right there. Okay. So I think that looks okay. I could have maybe moved it over a little bit. Like this one pops out a tad bit more, but that's okay. I think we'll be good. So what I'm going to do here, and I'm just going to take my little, oh my gosh, what do you call these things? I can't even think, my little brush thing. And I'm going to use Gorgeous Grape. I'm just going to get a little bit on there and just kind of color my butterfly so it's not so white. Oops. I'm ruining the little things on it, the antennas. Got to kind of be careful because, I mean, not that they're fragile, but you don't want to be too rough with them. And that's all. And I'm going to just put a little glue on this. I could pop this up, but I'm not going to. Okay, so I'm going to just put that right there. And I'm going to stamp the, what did I use here? I still got to do my twine, and you know what? I was going to do my twine up there. I should probably move my butterfly down. Maybe I'll do the twine a little different instead of wrapping it around. I just might make a bow. So I'm going to do big hugs. And I gotta stamp it this way. Okay. And we'll close this up. And glue that. And then I'll add my embellishments and my twine. Yeah, it's kind of weird because on this pack it doesn't say that this coordinates with crumb cake, but it does, and it's really nice. But I don't know why it doesn't say that. Maybe it says it in the book. I'm not sure. So I had lost my, I don't know, my packaging, whatever, to this, but I'm going to go ahead and add the embellishments. I gotta stop and think where I want to put my twine. And let's do another big one. I should have probably moved that over a little bit, but let's see if I can lift that up. Hopefully I'm not too blurry because our internet has, oh gosh, I better leave that. I'm tearing the paper and all. That's not good. Okay, we don't want to do that, so let's just leave that how it is. So let me find my twine here. I might have to add a little more glue to that. So I am going to do a, I found my scissors here. A double bow. And then if it's too curly for you, just kind of pull it straight with your bone folder, and then you can trim it like that. And I think I'm just going to put that right there. I think that would probably make the most sense. So now I should have probably moved that up where it would pop a little bit more, but I think it'll be fine. I wasn't sure. What I was trying to really do is make sure I got these butterflies in here. It's so pretty. So there, just a little different version of how you could do this. So I think if I had to do this again, I would probably wrap my twine around there, then add my butterfly. But I think it's fine, and maybe put this up or make it pop just a tad bit more. But either way, they're both beautiful. Hopefully you guys like it, and hopefully I didn't tear that. I think I got it to stick. So card number 1, pretty simple. The paper does the work for you. And then this card, I had cut out a smaller postage stamp. Now I kind of did this a little bit different, so we'll see which one I like better. But I love using the postage stamp for the inside too. I know some people on the lighter, like the cardstock here, the crumb cake, they don't add a white inside. I really kind of don't understand why, because it doesn't look finished. But I just think, you know, the dark colors you definitely have to, but you can do something different like that. So we'll go ahead and get that started. So I got my gorgeous grape that is the 5.5 by 8.5, and just scored it at 4 1/4. And then I have a piece of crumb cake that is, I believe this is 3 3/4 by 5. So I cut this, I think, 3 inches by 3 5/8. So it's just a little bit shorter. But then my bottom piece is 2 inches by 3 3/4. This is beautiful. Even this purple is so pretty. I mean, I kind of think it's hard to make anything ugly with this, and just make sure you put it the right way. And then this piece will go right across that whole bottom. Okay, so there's a little bit of, with the crumb cake, a little bit showing there, but I wanted this piece to cover the whole bottom part. Thank you, and I appreciate you guys sharing. I am so close to having all my hours to get, I don't know what you get with YouTube. So I appreciate if you go on YouTube, share that, like it, whatever, comment, anything helps. So it's like the 4,000 hours of watch time. So here I have just a little 1/8 or 1/4 of an inch piece that goes across. So I'm just going to add this because I really do not like to see the paper, like it looks unfinished to me there. So you need something to kind of bring it all together. So I'd like to add just that little 1/4 inch strip. And I almost cut that a little too short, but that's okay. All right. So this beautiful paper, and I almost kind of covered it up a little bit there. Maybe I don't need quite so much of the greenery and stuff, but all right. Yeah, hopefully my replay isn't, I mean, what I'm looking at on the computer looks blurry. Hopefully it's not. It's just the computer and not my stuff. So, okay. On this, I had stamped You're Simply Marvelous. And I did that in the Gorgeous Grape, and then I did some of the butterflies. So, let me see. And I gotta, gotta make sure I get this even, so I gotta kind of pull it down a little bit. Can't remember if I had to go up on one end just a touch. That's not too bad. That's not bad at all. The first one I did, I had it going kind of wonky, so I didn't really want to keep that. So I cut 2 out just in case. Now I'm going to add these butterflies, and they are together. And I'm just using Gorgeous Grape. And then on the inside, I have Happy Mother's Day with the butterflies. Now, I have the other butterflies here because when I cut my paper out, and I mean, it looks nice, but I took in, I had something on my paper, so that was like a good way to kind of hide it, I guess. So I'm going to go ahead and stamp. I got one that's got Happy Mother's Day, but I'm going to stamp one that says Sending Love and the Best Wishes, I guess. What's the other ones I got? I don't even have this one. I don't know. I like the Mother's Day. You know what? I'll just do another Happy Mother's Day. And I am going to stamp the butterflies because I think that looks really nice. Okay, oops, that's just a little crooked, not too bad. You got to find day, like the one that's got, I wonder if I could flip that over. I don't like how that looks. Let's try this again. I don't think it's going to matter. But when you try to stamp this, make sure like you can't go by Happy Mothers. You almost got to go by day because that's the word that's even. Let's see if that's a little better. That is better. And I didn't do that, so, but we got it. So I'm just going to stamp this here. And we'll do another one down here. So pretty. Okay, good. That's good, Carol. Good to know. All right. So the other thing that I've been kind of playing around with, and maybe that will be next week's video, is the Thoughtful Moments? I didn't get a lot of time to play around with it, so I do have it on a couple of my cards for the retreat. So when I run that through, it will be ran through, like, so you'll get the whole set. Let's see. Oh, I can't find it, of course, right? But anyways, it's with the embossing folder. It's going to drive me crazy. Of course. They have such beautiful sets. I really wanted to do the one with the wedding. I was kind of hoping that would carry over. Well, anyways, it's the one with the words in the embossing folder. So, oh gosh. They have so much cool stuff in here in such a little time. I could have sworn it was at the end. Well, anyways, it's, I think, Thoughtful Moments. But it's with the words. It's going to drive me crazy till I find it. Oh, right here. Thoughtful Moments, where you use the folder and the dies together. But It is so cool. It really is. But I just haven't had enough time to play with it. So I do think I'm going to try to do that next week for my live, okay? So let's put this inside. And that just looks so cool. Okay, so let's finish this. Now, I did not pop this up because of all these other things, the greens. It would be too hard to get it all to pop them up because some of them are kind of thin. Okay, so let's put that kind of there. And what I did here, and I'm going to show you, but I'm going to see what you like better. I'm just going to kind of, I cut this out of the Lost Lagoon, and it's just one of the dies from there. I'm running out of glue, but I hate to open a new one because then it'll gush all over. So I'm just going to add that kind of right there. I'm going to do another one real quick. So pretty and soft together. Okay, so let's put that up a little bit there. Okay, I was just going to show you real quick what I did is I took in, on these stamps, these flowers, okay, it's kind of hard to see, but what it is it's, this is the like background and you can stamp over it and then that's the stem. But I almost think like you would have to maybe use your markers so you get this green, but I didn't worry about that today. So I just wanted to kind of show you, and it's really easy, and then there's a die to cut it out, but I'm using the Highland Heather on the bigger piece. Okay, so I'm just going like right there, which I need to re-ink my Highland Heather. It's getting kind of on the light side, but then I am going to do the thinner piece, and you basically just kind of go, I mean, you can try to line it up, but I think if you just kind of do the top and line it up, it's just so easy. So, and then the die will cut it out. So that's all I did, and that top one was with the Gorgeous Grape, okay? So I'm just gonna put these back. And I took in on this one though, I actually stamped those two colors on the Highland Heather paper. So I'm not sure if I want to use that or the white. I'm going to lay it up here and we're going to decide. So I got a couple of these in the Gorgeous Grape. Okay, so I'm going to put them down. In the stems, I didn't even stamp on the Lost Lagoon. I just took and cut them out with the die. It's really, you really hardly see the stem, so I'm just trying to line that up. Okay, so, and if you don't even want to like cover that paper up, which you really don't have to, I would just bring this down a tad bit more and maybe do less. So tell me, which one do you like better? I'm not even sure. I almost think I like the white one better than the Highland Heather. Do you have a choice? Do you like the white better, or don't even put it on, or just maybe put one on a little bit shorter? I don't know. Any thoughts? Kind of maybe kind of like that. I feel like it needs something, so I don't know. I think I will go ahead and do the white ones on this one. So I'm just going to add some glue. And I don't want the stems to be real long. I could probably just cut it off, but I'm just going to do, I mean, it probably would look more normal if I did the stems the way they should be, but I think this is supposed to kind of go up in them anyway, so I think it's fine. All right, so what I'm going to do is maybe just kind of go, there's a lot glued on there, so I know I did pop one up, but I think I'm just going to not pop it up. And then I just want to, kind of so it looks like it's a bunch with the ribbon. Okay, so I'm just going to hold that for a second. I think I like that better with the white. It just brightens it up a little bit. So, okay, so we'll get a glue dot to put our little ribbon on there, or twine I should say. All right. I want it to be more like a bunch. Let's see, where's my twine? I keep pulling all this twine off, and I just had it. What did I just do with it? Oh, I don't know if I lost it. Oh, goodness. That's funny. Oh, here it is. I was pulling the twine off this card. It wasn't coming. I was pulling it off there. I'm like, okay. I know I made my little bow ready. So there. Then it kind of looks like it's all bunched together. So let's add some, I'm going to use some lighter ones this time. The little gems. Let's put one there and a big one, I guess there. Doesn't matter. Okay. So there's that second card. I think I do like the white one better, stamped on the white. What's your thoughts? You guys have a preference of what you like better? But I do think it just kind of brightens it. I mean, I guess either one, but anyways, card number 2. So let's do this box. This was interesting. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to set this here for a second. And if you want to snap a picture, I do have all the measurements with the score lines and for the designer paper. And then this will be like cut out and stuff. So you can snap a picture if you'd like. I can post it. It doesn't matter. So I'll give you guys just a second on that. And look at this beautiful paper. Isn't that gorgeous? So we don't need that. Okay, yeah, and if you want me to snap a picture of this or want the measurements, just let me know, okay? It's just a little guide. When I make a box that I like, I usually keep it, okay? Or make a template of it. So what I have here, I'm going to just do this. I have, it is 7.5 by 8.25, okay? So on my 7.5 inch side, I had scored at 1.25, and then I turned it around and did 1.25 as well, okay? Then on the 8.25 inch side, I scored at 2.5, 3 3/4, 6.25, and then 7.5. And what that left me with was like 3/4 of an inch for my top, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and untie this, and the ribbon will stay underneath there, and it opens up, and then you have these butterflies in there. And what I was doing was making the box a little bit too, just a little bit, the first time, too thin, because these things are puffier than you think. And the second time I made it was just a little bit too short. So, okay. So I'm just going to go ahead and just leave that like that. So we're going to fold on all our score lines. And then the one time I made it, of course it was too small, so it didn't matter, but I had cut those other little tabs off, and then I didn't like how that looked like. It looked like there was almost like a little hole in there, so I redid that. So it's always a challenge to find something to make a box for. I'm usually pretty good at it. Most of the time I almost can get it on the first time, but not always. So, okay. So what we're going to do is cut this down here. Now this is the 3/4 of an inch, so that's actually like the top of your box. And I'm going to just cut it right on the score line, like that. And I'm going to cut part of this little tab off, so that's just the shorter one. And then I'm going to angle these, because that's what you're going to tuck in. Okay, and then this is going to have just a slight angle too. All right, so we'll cut down here. Kind of getting blinded by my lights here. Okay, and then we will cut that almost like in half. I didn't do a very good job at that. Let's see. Okay, and it don't have to be perfect. It will be fine. Let's see, I am going to try to get it a little more even than what I just did. There. Okay, so there's that, and then I got to cut this little edge off here. All right, so the only other two tabs are these tabs. You're going to cut up to that line. It's a real simple box. And what's nice with this is you could almost make it so it laid like this and opened this way too. So it's a nice template to have. Or at least I think it is, but. Okay, that's all there is to that. All right. Now, I like to normally put my top and everything on, but I'm just going to show you how to glue the box together. So your box will open from the front like this. So you're going to glue, just trying to crease that better. You're going to take and put glue here, because I like to reinforce my boxes really well and make sure that these tabs are glued so they don't get like caught when you're putting something in. So you could use your glue or your score tape or whatever, but you want it so it holds together. So I got that there, and I'm just putting this right there, and I'm keeping it to the table, okay? So it's like even on the bottom nice, and just kind of go like that. And I'm going to do the same thing on this side. So I'm going to push that towards that and just hold it nice and even. And then I kind of push it down so it stays. And then this will go towards the back of the box, okay? And those little tabs will go in after. So you will put glue right here on these two tabs. Okay, so we'll do one side at a time. Make sure it's even. You just want to make sure your box is even and tight. Sometimes you got to be careful when you're pushing down that something does not move on you, because I've had that happen too. Okay, so we're going to push that down. And why my corner's not staying here. I must need a little more glue. A little more glue and then it'll squirt all over. Okay. Just want to give that time to set up good. Okay. All right. And then like I said, that's how your box will close. Okay. And when you tie your ribbon on it, it'll stay. I think I got this side a little bit. It moved on me. I don't think, can I get it off? I don't want to tear it. That should have been a little bit over, but it'll be fine. See, that's why you got to make sure that that should have been right to the edge, like this side, but I think it should be okay. All right, so these pieces I have for the front, back, and sides. You will need 2 of these if you want to do the front and the back, but this is 2 3/8 by 4 7/8, okay? And you can use either side, really pretty. Okay, so this will go right on here. And like I said, if you lay your box out and you kind of got an idea of how this goes, then you'd be fine to go ahead and put it down. And you also can use a little punch, like a 3/4 of an inch punch, and punch this so they know where to open it. But I'm sure they'll figure it out. Okay, so that will go there. And if you don't, like I said, want to waste quite this much designer paper, then just put it on the front and the top. You don't even have to do the sides and the back. But the way my paper was cut, I had these little strips for the sides, and I just had to cut them to, I got glue all over me, to match. So it worked out fine. So make sure your paper's going the right way. So yeah, that kind of bums me out that I didn't catch that, but that's okay. So let's go ahead and put this in here. In this way that it doesn't crush it. There's actually a little room. So we'll do this, and I got the piece that is 1 inch by 4 7/8. And that will go on top, and so this is the front. So I'm just going to put it the correct way. Oh yeah, that bums me out, but we'll be fine. So let's get the ribbon. We are using the sheer ribbon. And it takes quite a bit because you want to, have enough to tie, and maybe not quite that much, but I need extra to tie because I'm not the best tier here. So when you tie it, like I said, you're not even going to know that it's not the way you wanted it. Okay, so I'm just going to do this. Kind of trying to do the bunny ears since I got it the other way. All right. See, when you tie your bows with doing the bunny ears, you have to do it upside down because then your ribbon's going to be, your bow will be the correct way if you do it upside down. Okay, just trim that a little bit. It's still beautiful. Just love it. Okay, what I used next was, I had used a 2 3/8 inch circle and a 2-inch circle, okay? So this will go on. You're going to add dimensionals there. Let me just do that real quick. And that's going to kind of hold your ribbon in. And this almost kind of covers that front. So I think we're good. I'd like to add 3 on each side of the ribbon. Probably don't need that much, but we'll be safe. And just pull these off. Ugh, they're they're sticking to me because I got glue on my finger. Let's see, one more there. I think I got the rest. Okay, so we will put this right there. And see, that'll kind of hold the ribbon nice, okay? And what I did next, let me find my paper here and hope all my stuff doesn't fall down. So what I did with this little circle thing, I really wanted like just kind of a soft background and then the butterfly. I should almost just tie this back up. But let's see if I can get it real quick. It's nice to, you know, untie it, but then sometimes when you cut the ends, it's hard to get it back how you want it. I'm just going to see if I can get it tied real quick. Maybe not. I got glue on my fingers and it's really hard to, oh, there we go. Kind of hard to get it good enough. I just wanted to show you the front. Okay, so what I did is this, I took this one and I used Highland Heather, but I took in, I inked it up and I actually think I stamped off twice. So I got once, twice, and the third time. Okay, because I want it real light. I might have even done the fourth time, but it's fine. It'll show through because I'm using black ink. So what I did is, let's see, hopefully I got it out here. Yep, sending love and best wishes. So you could do whatever. I thought that was kind of cute. You could do the big hugs or... So I gotta go by sending. I should have almost stamped this first and it would have been easier to... Not too bad. If you would have stamped the words, then you could have done the flowers and it wouldn't have mattered. Oh, I know. I wanted the coffee set too, Donna, and I didn't get it ordered soon enough. But it'll come back, so don't worry. It'll be back. Everybody wants the coffee set. So that would have been perfect as I got my big mug of coffee. Let me see. I'm trying to find some more. I'm actually going to pop this one up too because this is a gift box, so it doesn't matter if it's got a little extra, you know, to it. So, and just make sure that that's even. I think that is so cute. And then I used a couple of the gems. So let's go with these because I haven't used a lot of these yet. We'll go there and then one there. Okay, and the butterfly. And I just did the butterfly white because there's enough white of the paper and everything. Let's see, that's really big. So I'm going to use one of these, and you get, I don't know how many sheets of the butterflies you get in here, but this will, if you do the lavender class for my retreat, you will get this. It says 40, so I don't think that's sheets. I think that's 40 butterflies, but you get plenty. So what I did is I took and I actually just added a dimensional right there, but I don't know if I should glue that, but I'll try. I'm going to chop off this real thin little spot of the dimensional, and I'm just going to add it, and hopefully you will be gentle and not rip the butterfly off. But I just thought it looks like it's flying. Okay, get off me. Kind of just flying. Because I love butterflies too, and I love purple. So what do you guys think? I think that turned out just fine. Just that side's a little bit looser. This is neater looking, but it's fine. Nobody know anyways. And easy to open. So I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you like that? Something you would take and make, hopefully. So But anywho, so those are my 3 projects. And as always, I do have a host code. I think I have it typed in there. And so if you order between now and Sunday midnight, I'll send you stuff. It'll be scored. The only thing you will have to do is have your stamps. You can use whatever stamps you have. And I don't know which one you guys like better, but I will send you the product to make these 3 cards, or 2 cards in the box. So, but your order has to be $40 or more, and you got to use the host code so I know that you want the projects, okay? So, if you have any questions about the retreat, like I said, I have an early bird special to save like $10 if you sign up by the end of February. The Easter class, I still got to send out the information, so that's not available quite yet, but it will be within the next couple days that you can sign up for it. I am doing it earlier with my class up here on March 12th, so I will be sending it out probably the same day or right after, because Easter's early. So you want to make sure you get your card kit in time to do the Easter class, okay? All right, guys, thank you for joining me. Or if you're watching the replay, say, replay, say hello. Give me hearts if you like these or whatever. Just, I really appreciate you joining me this morning, and I'm glad to be back. Thanks. Have a great week. Bye-bye.